What's up guys, sαναgye here again, and in this video we have another ranked gameplay. If you look closely, this is a pretty interesting game because on our enemy team we have Titanz, Superstar, Triads, and Yeezy. So this is gonna, I think this, you can really expect an intense game, and this is why I'm featuring this gameplay.
All troops deployed.
Let's quickly take a look at our team comps. On our team we have Fanny and Hayabusa, two assassins. We have me, Hilda as a main tank, Chou as the off tank, and Odette as our only mage. On enemy team we have Franco as the main tank, one assassin saber, a marksman carry, Harley and Kagura as two mages. So team comp wise, I would say our team would have an edge against the enemies because they have two mages and a marksman and an squishy assassin that is gonna make it, well, it's kind of like food for our assassins. Yeah, but of course it's ultimately dependent on the player. And here, right from the start, I was soloing this bottom lane first, while my team was doing the jungle. And here I see them taking the river crab, jumping my first ability and get the river crab. They must be pretty pissed. I got pretty lucky there. And so let's talk about the team comp in general. As for our team comp, I picked Hilda. Let's just give some background into our draft pick. Our draft pick was enemy banning Grock, which is why I couldn't use Grock. I actually want to use Grock. So now I have to use Hilda as a way to provide some damage to my team, and also provide some CC. And because our team has two assassins and as well as Chou, so I realized that it was good if we could strengthen our single target lockdown. You know, like when you have Fanny, Chou and Hayabusa all going on one target, then if I can come in and lock down that target, immediately delete that target from the team fight, it's gonna be a pretty big advantage for us. Which is why I thought it would be a good idea. Here we see the enemy taking turtle. I'm not afraid because they are only at level 3. So here first off I just came in and altered Saber, I believe, who was also at level 3. And here the fight turned out a little bit longer than what I thought it would be. And so I ended up dying because I didn't have time to return to the bush and get my shield. But overall, it's a pretty successful team fight. We got the turtle, which is going to give us a pretty big gold lead, as you can see right now. As in, even though Harley is still more farmed, we've got, as a whole, we got about 200 gold per person, more than the enemy team, which is quite a big advantage. Here, coming back to lane, I saw the mid wave was being pushed, so I had to come over and help first. At the moment I saw, looks like we still have a trio lane situation at the top. And here Franco missed his hook, so it's pretty lucky. And it's come in just in time to help with the laning phase. But I realized also that there wasn't actually any creeps. So there wasn't a need for a rush, to be very honest. Here checking the bush to see if the enemies are nearby before we actually proceed. Here I would like to talk about a little bit about strategies. And for the enemy team comp, since they have Franco as their main and only tank, it would probably make sense if to counter him, the idea would be quite simple. It's actually just to dive the enemy. And here we saw that Hardy came along, so I tried to take him down. Unfortunately, unable to do so. But good thing Hayabusa is here to help. Immediately go by the bush, get my shield, try to minimize the damage. Here Franco is still fighting. He's grossly overextended. In fact, in this game, I think Goryeo has made quite a lot of mistakes in that. Even though he did not hook any enemies, he still decided to engage, which is a pretty big mistake on his front. And here, since we had a small victory in our lane, we're gonna come here and take the turtle very fast. And yeah, and finally getting a kill on carry, which is pretty nice as well. And here we need to come back to the bottom lane because we see the creep wave coming up. And of course, I realized that Chou was starting off the blue buff for our Hayabusa. Let us come in to get some experience and help them with it. And here we see Franco in the bush, no one was there. Probably should have saved my ult for someone else, but just a quick reaction. And of course here, now that we are alone in the lane, we can just safely take this river crab without any contest. And immediately come back and clear the way. Here we see Franco Saber coming back. So we're just gonna hide in the bush and see whether we can make a play somehow. Here Franco hooked Chou, but because Chou is really tanky, he did not use ult, which is a good idea. In fact, if he uses ult there, he probably would have died. Here Franco beat down Chou. He finally used ult on Chou. And here Hayabusa has come in with a really nice gank, helping us secure the kills. Almost got a kill on the hunt. If Hardy had stayed any longer, he would have died anyway. And here of course just taking a few minutes, but I realized that makes sense because Hardy is just nearby and I'm not very high health. So I decided to go back and help my team. Here I made a decision to go back to base because I was half HP, but to be very honest, I think that was not very necessary. Because I could just easily just wait in the bush and about 15 seconds later I would have my 3/4 HP. So far the game is going pretty well for us, and I think the main reason for that is simply because Franco didn't land a single good hook. I'm not talking about hooks in general, but single good hooks. It's like hooking a tank doesn't really count. Here we're outnumbered because we had no idea that someone was going to bush. In fact, I told Hayabusa maybe you should go in, and he did. But unfortunately, it was a negligence on my part. We did not notice anyone. We did not check the bush, and it turned out actually the whole of the enemy team was there, hiding in the bush, waiting for us to arrive, and we just lost by the sheer number. Yeah, we can say it that way. Finally revive and come back out again. Seems like they are attempting to push our tier 2. And they're pushing forward. In fact, they overextended again this Triads and Yeezy. In fact, Titanz superstar here is, I have no idea what she's doing, what that guy is doing here. And here we see Franco is alone. We should be able to get a kill. But of course he has Immortality and we just gonna back up. Franco is killed by Hilda, very nice kill. Because he was low and he did not go back and try to defend the turret. And here now, since we killed 2 of the enemy team, we decided just to take their resources. And here we were thinking maybe we should start Lord, since the enemy team is still reviving. At this point, as a tank, I try to keep a watch out for the enemy team so that I can warn them if anything happens, and also try to peel for them, like trying to push the enemy team back from stealing Lord. And here he took Lord without any big problems. So now we're just thinking on how we want to push the wave such that we can get a tower at least out of this. Here Franco missed his hook once again, taking quite a lot of damage from carry. So I'm gonna hide in the bush and get some regen. Franco altered Hayabusa, but Hayabusa managed to switch his shadows first, so it wasn't too much a big deal. Now Lord is pushing down mid, and Chou did a pretty nice kick on Franco, even though not the best target, but it's still a good target anyway. And here we chase Harley all the way into the turret. Unfortunately, unable to get a kill, but it's alright. We're not really chasing kills, we're just hoping to get the towers. And here, I thought the tower was low, and I actually stayed in the tower for too long, thinking I would be able to destroy it, but I didn't, so my ignorance caused my death, basically. Here we see Fanny high in the side lane, looking for an opportunity to push the bottom inhibitor. And what we see right here is the enemy Kagura just walked right into a bush, and with this combo cables, as well as Fanny being like 5 levels ahead of Kagura, Kagura didn't stand a chance. Finally, at this stage, we're just wondering how do we make a good engage for our team so we can end the game. So I'm just thinking probably we should be just clearing our waves, trying to synchronize them, and hopefully being able to push a few towers. Here we see Carry is grossly out of position, farming wave on his own, and we look at this, all of us just coming over here, and Carry has really no chance of surviving. And at this point, as for Hilda, once you get 10 kills and or assists in total, your ult just deals so much more damage because it does it ignores 40% of the target's armor, and I think it deals about 1,600 damage from my past experience, around there, even with a full tank build. Here we got a kill on Kagura as well, and now we're in a pretty favorable spot. I decided to clear out the lane. Hayabusa is pushing in. He managed to swap out right before Franco used his ultimate on his shadows, so he's gonna get away with that CC. And at this moment, I just clear out the wave. Hopefully, he can push a little bit of the towers and give us some leverage for us to take Lord soon. Chou is taking our jungle because Chou's jungle ability is pretty weak. I'm just gonna come here and help him out a little bit. And here we're just clearing out the wave, and we see that Harley, Kagura, and Franco are coming over, so we immediately leave. So what you all realize at this point is, so far we've been winning because Franco hasn't managed to get any meaningful hook. That means not hooking a tank, and just hooking a priority target. And here we see that Franco missed his hook again. Saber used ult on me, Harley used ult on me, Franco used ult on me. Huge mistake. You should never tank, you should never hook a tank. In fact, this is basically why they lost this team fight so easily, because Saber, Harley, and Franco, all of them use their ultimates on me, and so when it comes to my team, they can easily clean up without being worried that they might get take it out and just die from them. And so this is one of the learning points from against Franco. So if you're going against Franco, the biggest mistake you can ever make is to let Franco engage on the team. The only way you can win a Franco pick comp is if you can engage on them instead of them engaging on you, so that you get an advantage. If Franco manages to hook someone, as long as it's not a tank, it's a priority target, your team fight is lost, because it's definitely gonna be a 5v4 situation, and that person is almost definitely dead. Here, see, Harley is hiding the bush. He used his ultimate on Chou. Not the best target. We see that this is a bit of a skirmish. It's a messy fight. Chou has gone in. Franco has gone into ult Chou, I believe. And Carry just doing work. Here I'm just chasing Kagura. Probably not the best idea, because I'm just gonna get myself killed. And look at the damage from Carry. Even though Carry has been nerfed, Carry can still shred tanks quite a lot. In fact, I probably should have used should have locked Carry, or at least ran away. And of course now, since the enemy got a successful team fight in the late game, they can just push that Lord without too big of a problem. Here, since most of our team are still responding, there's no reason for Fanny to go in and engage. In fact, this is one of the cases where Fanny does not want to engage on Carry, because we're still outnumbered. Finally, all of us have revived, and seems like yeah, Carry overstayed her welcome. And we see Harley in the bush again. So he immediately came around. Hopefully I could take the minion, but I think I didn't manage to do it, but it's alright. I just managed to push Harley out of his spot. Now Lord is right in the mid lane. We're just gonna immediately clear Lord because we can. And we don't have to return to base to do it, because we are actually, let's take a look at the farm right now. We're actually about evenly farmed, slightly more farmed than our enemies. Here we see Franco. His hook did not connect once again. So we are just I'm just roaming around in the front line, looking for an opportunity to engage if possible. And here we see that Harley used his amazing trick and pulled me all the way back. And unfortunately, I got baited there. So I'm unable to survive that, which is probably why our team couldn't finish the match at that point, even though we were in a slightly advantageous position. In fact, look at this. Franco has used ultimate, and Chou, our Chou is so skilled that he managed to time it correctly that he dodged the ultimate. Franco very effectively completely wasting Franco's ultimate. Here we see Saber has ulted Hayabusa, and Hayabusa is dead. Franco has ulted Chou. Chou is using Magic Blade, has kicked Franco all the way back. Franco has hooked Fanny. Fanny has Immortality. Fanny is gonna live to see another day, but there's too much damage from Carry. Final revive. Franco missed. Franco blocked the hook, but it only went on to Chou, and Chou has Immortality. But look at the damage from Carry. I'm unable to survive that, but a very nice kick by Chou. Chou on Carry helps to shut down the push, as their attack damage Carry is dead. So at this moment we're just going in full defensive mode. Even though we have 1 up in terms of numbers, we don't have enough to push the wave. So we're just going to play defensive right here, and just stop the creep wave from coming close to our inhibitor towers, or just towers in general. Now finally I have resurrected, and so has the enemy Carry. So now we are once again in a 5v5 situation. So in this case we will just try to find a favorable engage by hiding in the bush and just waiting for a good opportunity to ambush one of the key targets. And here we see Franco coming nearby, but he did not enter the bush to check it. Franco looks to be coming closer, and I just want to leave just in case his team is over there. So Franco's still around here, taking the minion. he missed the hook somehow because I was on the edge and just watching him take the jungle. And here Franco went to a bush. Hayabusa is preparing for engage. Chou is preparing for engage, but not a good one. Franco missed his hook at point blank range. Chou managed to out carry. Nope, he did not. He managed to knock out carry. Chou was stunned by Saber. But since we dove onto the enemy team because Franco didn't engage via a hook, we will still manage to able to win the team fight from there. In fact, here I'm just going after Harley. That's gonna harass him, make sure that he doesn't really get far away. Chou has been immobilized. In fact, he's gonna follow Saber all the way in. Saber has used ultimate, Hayabusa has used ultimate, and Saber is unable to survive that as well.
Your team destroyed a turret.
And meanwhile, Fanny managed to split push the top tower and actually come in with a kill on Harley, and that will be the game for us. This is well played. To be very fair, the enemy team isn't in a full squad. They are from pro squads, of course, in one of the top few squads in Mobile Legends, but they probably came in the 5-stack, so they probably don't know each other like too well. I mean, like Titanz, it's difficult to say that, for example, Titanz would know Triads as well as they would know their own squad. Like Team Savage knows our squad really well. So anyway, that is all for this video, and just remember that I will never advocate for Franco being a solo tank, and if Franco is a solo tank, there's no way you can actually fight a fair 5v5 unless you land a hook, and the hook must not be a tank or someone with immortality, or it will be pretty disastrous. So anyway, that is all for this gameplay video. I hope you guys enjoyed this against Titanz, Triads, and Yeezy. I'll see you guys next time. This is Zhang XYO signing off.